too. You are a rock star.
How's everybody doing?
Great. Thank you so much for having us. Excited.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Honored.
I love your hat.
All right. Hey, guys. All right. So watch for people as they jump on and say hi. I'm going to do a little bit of sharing. So you guys make sure that you see the note below. So I have got a fun new sheet. This is all about getting exactly what you need to do to get massive engagement and find new customers. It's this really fun little worksheet that just came out this week. We've got new images for you, and there's something else. Oh, and a goal sheet. So make sure you comment #bling to get that. And so make sure you guys that your volume is down on your computer as you're watching comments. Katie, sweetie, so we're not seeing your full face. If you can adjust your camera, that would be awesome. There you go. And then kind of push it out. So we see a little bit. There we go. You can see your gorgeous face. All right, guys. Hello. And I will send you all the link real quick so then you can share it in groups. I would suggest you don't share it on your business page, just so you know. Okay.
Oh, no.
It's if you do, I would delete it after. So it's totally up to you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Hi, guys. Welcome. Oh, my gosh. I've got some amazing ladies here with us tonight. And I am, you guys go ahead. When you see names that you know, go ahead and say hi. I'm going to be looking at this other screen for just a hot second here. Welcome. Make sure you comment #summer, or not summer, bling. That was yesterday's word. See if I can get my head on straight. How's everybody doing today?
Hello.
Give me just a second before we do #bling. I just realized it wasn't connected. Dun, 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 dun. Hello, everybody. Welcome, my awesome guest. Welcome, my awesome guest.
Hello.
Can y'all say hi to Katie and Miss Amy? Yeah, and let's see here. Let's put your names on here. Hey, guys.
Hi.
We're going to have some fun. There we go. One of you has just a little bit of back feed. So check on that. So everybody say hi to Miss Amy and Katie and Jewel. We'll be having 2 more guests too. Say hi. There we go. I just got that turned on. #bling to get the goodies. #bling. You guys are welcome to say hi to people as you see names. Amy and Katie and Jewel, you're welcome to talk.
Hey. Hi, Joe.
Hello. Hi, Francis. Hey.
Hi, Tracy.
Hey, guys. How's everyone doing? Hey, Lillian. Hey, Emma. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Karen. Hey, Sandra. How y'all doing today?
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Tracy.
Thank you, Miss Francis.
Hello, Jen.
Who knows these gorgeous ladies? All right, we're sending that out. Okay.
Hi, Sandy.
A lot of my team's live right now.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, they're rock stars.
Okay, I'm getting this link sent to you guys so you can share it in different paparazzi groups.
Thank you.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, got it.
All right. All right. There she is. Christina keeps blacking out. So we got a little bit of weird back feed. Let me see what I can do here. That might have helped. All right, you guys got that and got that shared out where you want to put it?
Yes.
Hello! Hey guys. All right. So we are going to talk a ton tonight about algorithms and how these gals so wisely got to the place where they are now as Zi Necklace nominees. I'm super excited for them to share their story and some of the great things that they have done. So one of the things is I really am a huge believer in making sure you're asking lots of fun questions on your personal profile, business page, and groups, wherever you're working your business. And so tonight we're going to give away a whole year's worth of images. So for the whole year. So for every 100 we have on here, we'll give one away. So right now we're almost at 100. We'll be giving one away. When we get to 200, we'll give away 200, 300. There are a ton of paparazzi consultants, gals. All you got to do is get this shared out, okay? Because we know that we're going to have probably 500 gals on here. We're going to have a lot of fun. So I am super excited to have you here. Now, I am going to start with my good friend, Miss Amy. Amy's been working with me for a long time, and I love her story so much. So I got to tell you a funny story. So Amy reached out to me, and I got asking her about her business and where she was at so far. And Amy came to me, like, if there was anyone that came to me at the ground floor level, it was Amy. And she had a personal profile on Facebook, 90 Facebook friends, and she had no business page. And she says, I really want to make this business work. And she had just been to convention. And I will admit, like Amy, I don't know if you know this, but I will admit, if somebody says I have 90 Facebook friends, I'm kind of like, okay, what do we, okay. We'll see what we're going to do with that. But Amy took basically every single one of my trainings. She started the very beginning. And if we said jump, she said how high and how many times. And so we're going to talk about what she did to jump and how many times. Because now, last I knew, you were at $25,000 a month. Is it higher than that?
About that.
About $25,000 a month in sales. Okay. From having 90 Facebook friends. All right. She's got an amazing story to share with you. So that's where we're going to start. And each one of these gals is going to tell you about what they've done with algorithms. Okay. And I'm going to share some really awesome tips with you. Seriously, you guys, it is so much more simple than you think it is. There is not a magic trick. You don't need to come to Facebook and have had a ton, just Amy's proof of this. You don't need to come to Facebook and have or start a business with a ton of followers or feel like a Facebook expert to make this work. Every single one of you can grow a business. There's plenty. There are tons and tons and tons and tons of people. Oh no, shoot, Amy left. There are tons of people who have never heard about paparazzi yet. Okay. And so don't ever worry about that. Like, seriously, don't ever worry about that. Okay. Where'd you go, Miss Amy? She's popping back up. There we go.
It's my Wi-Fi.
Yay. It's okay. So I'm going to let you talk first in case your Wi-Fi gets knocked out again. So Amy tell these gals about where you started with us and what you do to stay in contact with your customers, because they love you and they are so loyal to you. So before she starts talking, the one thing I want to do is I want to give you a question to ask to get, I'm literally going to give you a way to find some new customers tonight. Okay. So I want you to go to your personal profile. Now, Amy, she works her business page. Okay. And you actually don't have to have a ton of Facebook friends. Amy is very, very faithful at working her business page. But I know most of you, that's where you start. So we're going to have you start with your personal profile, and you're going to go there and you're going to ask the question. Are you ready? You're going to ask this question. How many days a week do you wear earrings? Okay. How many days a week do you wear earrings? Go put that on your personal profile. And seriously, we're going to find just some new customers today. So super fun. After you've done that, come back and comment done. If you're just jumping on, make sure you comment #bling, because we have all sorts of fun goodies for you. Okay. All right. Miss Amy, tell them a little bit about your story.
I hope I don't cry. I'll do my best. My name's Amy Nomura, and I've been with Paparazzi. It'll be 2 years and a couple weeks. Can you believe it, Michelle?
No, it's so exciting.
It is. So I started this business so I could be home with my husband. So I started the business really as more like a hobby. I was doing work that was taking me outside of the house, and I wanted to be home with my sweet honey. So we decided to do the business. We did it pretty much as a part-time job. And so my husband and I started it together, and we did that. And then 6 weeks after I signed up, I went to convention, which, of course, if you haven't been, it'll be life-changing. You'll hear that 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times. But I went to convention and I met some amazing people. And I came back and I told my husband, I need to take it to the next level. I don't want to make it a hobby. I think I can make this as a business. So a friend of mine suggested that I reach out to Michelle. So I did. And we had our initial conversation. So I started with her first class, and I was going live 3 days a week, about 3 days a week. And so we did that. I was taking the classes. I got challenged to go live for 90 days. So I was going live 90 days every day until my husband had his surgery. I took a day or so off for that. And then I went back and did my lives. And then December 9th, my husband passed away very unexpectedly. And my life was over as I knew it financially. So I had to take that part-time / hobby position, and I had to run it as a full-time job because I had to be financially, I had to take care of myself. And so due to circumstances and things that changed my life and made things very hectic, I ended up just running with this business very hard as a triathlon. That's the only way I can describe it. I've been running, swimming, and biking for the last 18 months since he's been in heaven. So I've taken every one of Michelle's classes. I started with 90 people on my personal profile. Brianna and Michelle taught me how to create a business page, and I've done everything on my page. We are currently, and I'm not a boaster for those that know me, but I have to do a shout out. Maybe 23 months in the business. And I'm currently at 3,264 followers and 1,798 likes. That is me. Thank you. That is me running my business every day, engaging, asking questions, loving my customers, and really focusing on that. And so to top it all off, I just want to throw this out there because we're a #NoExcuse Team Heaven Sent. We don't do excuses on our team, and I surely don't do excuses in my life. My cancer came back about 3 months after Donald died, and then I had to move. So I was dealing with the 3 major stressors in life: the death of a spouse, moving, and my health. So when I relocated to my house here, I was reprieved a couple months, and then my cancer came back full force. And I've been undergoing chemotherapy, aggressive chemotherapy, for the last 6 months. So I'm here to tell you, if you put your mind to it, if you get your head right, be it, and I always tell the team to be mindful, humbled, and blessed always in all things. What Michelle teaches you and what Brianna teaches you is basic social media. It's but you have to do the work though. It doesn't happen overnight. You have to do your part. And I tell the team this. My husband was such a wise man, and he shared so much about the business with me those 6 months. And he said, "You want to build a business on rocks. You don't want to build a business on sand. It takes time." I am with my customers every day. If I don't go live, which is very rare, I am either doing a Holy Spirit live where I check in with them and we just talk about life for a few moments, or I let them know on the business page what's going on. But I am in contact with my customers every single day.
Yep. And she's no excuses. And here's the other unique thing. Tell them what time of day you go live.
I go live between 6:45 and 7:30 every morning.
AM.
Yeah.
That's she has found people that will shop that time and they jump on with her. So it's 7 a.m. Mountain Time, which is, or are you Pacific? I always get mixed up.
I'm Pacific. Yeah, Pacific.
Okay. So it's 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. her time zone. And that's where her energy is. Luckily, it's 5 p.m. right now for her. If it was much later, I don't think we'd have her on here because I know she gets tired at night. Why? Because she gets up crazy early. And so that's the thing. It's just amazing what she does. And she doesn't, that's okay. Hopefully y'all see that and I'll put it down really fast. How many days a week do you wear earrings? Go put that on your personal profile. But Amy has had everything hard that possibly can happen in 12 short months. And she kept her business going and she's never MIA and takes care of her customers religiously. And the way that she learned how to build a business page and algorithms, these are things that you can learn, okay? None of this, absolutely none of this is something that it's duplicatable. It's one or anyone can do these things. And it's just amazing. I mean, but the thing is, Amy's consistent. And that's what is so brilliant about her is how she loves her people. And she's 100% consistent. And you guys, it's putting that out there. She's always putting out very, very positive content. So here's a couple things that is important to note. One, your stuff needs to be positive where people see you. If you need a place to talk about things that are hard, there's some really hard things in our world right now, world and country. I recommend that you go find a group. Go find a group that you can discuss those hard things and don't put them on your personal profile or your business page, okay? You're not changing anybody's mind, okay? Like I always say, oh, I changed my mind on that whatever view because of a post on Facebook said nobody ever, right? So find a group for those things that are hard discussions so you keep your public places very, very positive, okay? Amy's is uplifting and positive all the time, period. It just is. And then second of all, you need to talk to your customers, and I call it, tell them a little about me, now tell me about you. Whenever you post about your family, your travel, your food, we're always asking a question. The whole goal is to let people know we care about you, and the more comments you get, the more your algorithms go up. So a huge opportunity that you guys have for building your algorithms, no matter where you're doing this, okay? I don't care if it's your profile page or group. I am a fan of business pages and they can be grown no matter where you're at. Amy didn't even have one when we met her, okay? It wasn't that it wasn't going well. It didn't exist. We helped her build it from scratch, okay? But when you've got your lives and your images on there, shop by image, whether that's new releases or stuff you have in stock. Almost every single paparazzi consultant's page I go to, it's live images, that's it. and there's no engagement. When you learn to ask these questions in between, so how many days a week do you wear earrings? And then you went to some fun restaurant and you had fried pickles and you said fried pickles, love them, hate them, never tried them. And you ask silly, fun, just have fun with me questions like, here's a little bit about my life. How about yours? And you throw those in between the images to shop in the lives, your engagement will quadruple, if not 100% increase. Okay. And so it is mind blowing what you can do. So tell you what, you guys, all you have to do is comment #bling. When you do that, you're going to get a message from us, and there's going to be a button you click. It's going to have all 5 of these gals' names and business pages. So a couple quick things. These gals volunteered their time tonight. I handpicked these gals because I went and looked at every one of their business pages. I knew what they were doing and how smart they worked. And so they're not being compensated at all for being here. So y'all need to know that. Okay. They just volunteered their time because they're just that nice and they're professional and they're brilliant. Okay. But please do not message them privately after this and expect free training. They're all working on getting their ZPs. Okay. They are here to support you. You can work with me and message us, but you can go follow them and see the smart things they do on their business page, but don't message them. They're not, unless they're your upline. That's the only, if they're actually your upline, you may message them, but don't if they're not. Okay, not nice. Time is money. So just know everything we're going to talk about will help you with, and we have some programs to help you with that. Okay. All right. We'll come back to you, Amy, because we're going to be talking about ManyChat and a couple other things. But what's been one of your most favorite engagement questions that got lots of comments?
I always talk about the weather. My sweet Donald thought I should have been a weather reporter. I'm always like, because my customers are across the country. So
Right.
I've got Hawaii, Alaska, Indiana, and I live about 15 minutes from the Las Vegas Strip. So I live in Henderson, Nevada. So I'm always asking about the weather. And I did a question today, and I got a lot of engagement about the weather. And so a lot of my questions are weather related because there's a lot of extreme weathers going on right now.
What was your question today?
What is your weather? How does your weather? What's your weather in your neck of the woods?
Cute. Yep.
Yeah,
and just simple, but everybody can answer that like very quickly. They look outside like it's sunny, it's cloudy, it's snowing, it's raining, it's hotter than Hades, whatever it is, right? Yep. They know. That's the thing. The questions need to be easy to answer with your brain. Like, I know the answer. That's why we ask how many days a week do you wear earrings. We don't ask, did you notice this? I didn't ask how often. How often do you wear earrings? In what time frame? How often a year? Often a day? What does how often mean? You can't ask that on Facebook. You got to ask, we call these one button responses, okay, or one word. So you got to be able to answer it quick with the brain and quick with the thumbs. So super, super fun. All right. Miss Amy, I'm going to give you a little break, but don't go too far away, okay? I'll make sure you're still down below. I'll bring you back in, okay? All right. Miss Jewel. Oh, Amy, will you tell everybody your LOP level and your leadership level? Sorry, I meant to do that at the beginning.
No problem. I'm Life of the Party Black Diamond, and we're a producer team. Woo!
Yes! Black Diamond.
Yeah.
Less than 2 years.
That's beautiful.
Girls, y'all like celebrate with Amy. I want to see your favorite emojis. I want to see Black Diamond. Okay? This girl works it. And she had every excuse not to work it. Okay. If you missed the first part of her interview, go back and watch that after this. But yep, she's been through hard over hard over hard. All right. Okay. So you take a quick rest, and then I'm going to come back to you. I'll message you. Okay, Amy?
Okay, you got it.
All right. Love you, lady.
Love you too.
All right. Okay. Miss Jewel.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and introduce yourself, gal. Tell us where you're from, your LOP, and your level with Your leadership level. Sorry, go for
Oh,
it,
sure,
girl.
sure. So I am Jewel Williams, as you can see, and I actually started on, it was a birthday gift to myself. I started in the midst of the beginning of the pandemic last year. So I've only been with Paparazzi for a year. So in that first year, I was determined to make bronze life of the party, and I did. My goal for this year was to make platinum. I am currently at gold. And I have about 21 people on my team, and I made premier director. So that's currently where I am in terms of my status. But it was just really exciting for me. It was like I said, it was a birthday present to myself because I wear a lot of hats. So I'm a pastor. I was also a teacher. I had planted a church. So it's like all of these things, but they're kind of given out. But I wanted to do something that was for me. So this was my birthday present to myself from the very beginning. I was determined that I was going to work it like a business and not a hobby. I didn't really start my business page until January of this year. I had like maybe 1 or 2 people. I think I'm about 400 or 500 now. I would have to actually say, I think I'm a C student when it comes to following your program. However, even as a C student, because it's just like, I haven't been able to get into some of the things, but when I can, I go watch the videos and I try to apply every tool that I've seen. I mean, like, I didn't even know on your business page, when somebody likes, you can then come and ask them to join the page. That was the first thing I learned. And so if you like anything, you're getting an invite to my page. I like what Amy said about no excuses. I mean, it's been really hard with last year, especially because I had a lot of deaths from COVID, even in our family. And then as a pastor, it was so many people that I had to, show comfort to. And but even in the midst of that, there would be some days like we lost my husband's grandmother. She was 98 years old. We lost her to COVID. But I mean, I cried, teared, put my makeup on, went live because I knew that I wasn't ignoring my grief. I wasn't ignoring the pain, but I also knew that life still goes on. And so I tell people the greatest thing I learned from last year was that you just got to keep living life to the best that you can while you have that opportunity to do it. And so, I have been really, like I said, I've been a C student, but I've been trying to use the tools that you've given me. And they really have been really helpful in terms of the engagement. There's some things that I've learned. I realized, like, if I put a post and ask a question, and if it doesn't have any visuals, some people just go past it. I found that if I put a picture of me on it and ask a question, half the time I don't know if they're really listening to the question, but they will come and start to comment. And guess what? I don't care if you're off topic or not. I will start to answer.
We just want to comment. You can even hate it. We just want to comment.
And so even if somebody likes it and don't comment, I'll be like, well, did you like the earrings? Or so I try to draw them into talking, and I try to make sure I answer every single person. And I've watched when I do that, even like on my personal page, because what I started doing is I'll put a link at the top and say, hey, join me. And then you can link right to go to my to my business page. And I've noticed people that normally weren't coming will start to, come over. And so, and it just kind of draws people in to come like the page, come watch the lives. But I'm just really excited about where the business is going. Like I said, I just celebrated a year, but I am like, I know that this has potential. And I just would encourage anybody, don't let what you see now determine what your future going to be. Just because you only see this now does not determine what your future can be. I had to start talking to myself and say, okay, my sales, when I started, if I got $100 worth of sales, I was excited. But then I started saying, I'm doing business every day. Every day I'm going to get up. I'm going to talk to somebody. I'm going to reach out to somebody. I'm going to engage so that something turns around. And I started looking, and my sales were $4,000 a month. And I'm like, okay, we're growing there. We're going there. So I want to get to that Black Diamond status. And I believe that it's available.
Absolutely. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't yet, comment #bling. Share this out for an opportunity to win a year's worth of images that will help you to keep your engagement up. And so when you do that, you've got to comment revolution. So Miss Jewel, you're so cute. I see cute, fun questions you ask on your business page. What's been some of your most fun questions you've asked?
I tend to like the ones where I will challenge people on colors. So I'll put something with different colors and say, would you wear this? Because like I will do themes. So one week I did It's Not Easy Being Green. And so I started the week off playing the Kermit the Frog song, It's Not Easy Being Green. Then I put like green and pink or green and other colors, and I asked what colors would you wear. And so people comment, and I did that, and that's how I prepared my show for that Friday based on their answers. So I put colors together so that they could kind of see that these things actually go together. So things like that helps me learn more about their likes.
Yeah.
And the things that they would like to see. I like questions like that. So, I've done the, do you like big hoops, or, things about the types of jewelry, colors. And then of course I'll put, what are you grateful for type of questions.
Love it.
Or I'll ask them things like that so that, again, I'm trying to learn. So it's like, even in my head, I already know who likes green. So when green stuff comes in, I can inbox you, girl, look at these cute green earrings I got.
Love it.
And people love that you remembered what they like.
Are they bothered that you private message them that you got something special for them?
No,
right?
not
Makes
at
them feel
all.
important. Messaging, I'm telling you, when you learn to message correctly, messaging is the most income producing activity you can learn to do. We have some very, very careful, specific wording with messaging that seriously can do amazing things for your business. His full name right here for you guys. I love it. Any other tips you have on staying in contact with your customers or increasing the viewers on your lives?
Well, one of the things I do, I kind of like to do, like for my birthday, when I turned 59, I had the 59 giveaway. So I just was having people come, and it was just like, come, invite, share, and they were doing that. And in that little period of time, I saw the page go up. I saw more interactions with both the live and even the replays. So you kind of just find creative things to do. And I just want to say this also, your customers really appreciate what you remember about them. Like I had a customer, I asked her how was she doing, and she shared that, her sister had passed. And so I am actually going to get a card and mail that to her, for her and her family, just to let them know that I'm praying for her. Because while this is a business, I really look at my business as, one, I'm your professional, I'm your shopper, but also what is my purpose is not only to sell you jewelry, but how can I encourage your day? How can I bring something to you that makes your life more valuable? So I want to add value to your life. I'm not coming to just take from you. I actually want to add value. I want you to be excited when you see me, because I tell my customers all the time, thank you, because you could have did something else with your time. So I appreciate that you valued me to spend time with me. Yeah.
You got to care. You've got to have a sense of, you've got to have energy. You are a little bit of, not you, but everyone that sells, you have to realize people chose you over whatever their Netflix show was that night. You need to have energy, a little bit of entertainment. And, somebody could watch QVC, but guess what? You're going to ask about their dog and their mother and their health, and you make it personal, and you remember what their pieces are. And Royanna will tell me. So my assistant's name is Royanna. She actually couldn't join tonight, but I've got my son Porter. He's my other right-hand man. Anyways, everybody say hi to Porter. But Royanna tells me all the time, when I watch Amy's live, she pulls out a red piece and she's like, Susie, oh my gosh, I got a red piece coming up. You're going to love it. You got to check this out. And she's always thinking ahead. And they do. People care when you remember those little things about them. It goes a long ways. It's really amazing. And those questions, you guys asking those questions on your business page, it goes so far. It really is amazing. And if you'll notice, one thing that I want you to understand about Facebook, okay, good engagement is 1 to 2%. So if you have 500 Facebook friends, if you got 5 comments, that's 1%. Facebook's like, that's good. You get 2%, or that would be 10 comments on a profile that had 500 Facebook friends. That's 2%. They are like, you're freaking awesome. Then if you go back and you reply to every one of those comments, so they commented, now you go back and reply, and especially if you ask a question or give them a compliment that makes them reply again, then they'll show it to more people. You'll get another 1 to 2%. And it could go on literally for days. I have seen some questions. We had some really funny Easter ones, like on a scale of 1 to 10, which like black licorice jelly beans to Peeps, love them, hate them, never tried them, the little marshmallow Easter Peeps. It was hysterical. I had clients getting 100 to 200 comments on this thing because they'd go back and forth and they were laughing. It went on for 2 weeks. When's the last time you had a post that got comments for 2 weeks, right? Like often dies after 2 hours, right? It's amazing what can happen. It's so much fun. But you can make it personal, whatever's going on with you, whatever your thing is, if you're not big into Peeps and Easter, that's okay. Whatever you're doing, okay? People will talk to you about those things. So it's super fun. Awesome, Miss Jewel. Okay, we'll be coming back to you, girl. We're going to go down to Miss Katie. Hello, Miss Katie. Go ahead and introduce yourself, girl.
My name is Katie, and I live in a teeny tiny town in central Wisconsin. I have been with Paparazzi for 9.5 years. I'm like OG. I am a producer and currently Life of the Party Gold, pushing for Platinum.
Yay, awesome. Fabulous. So tell us a little bit about what you do for engagement and to keep your algorithms up.
I would say definitely 6 out of 7 days a week I post an engagement post of some sort. It doesn't matter if it is about food, if it's what way you roll your toilet paper, if it is how you fold your towels. I will tell you, I pulled it up so I could tell you, my best engagement post in the last 2 weeks is spell your name, but for each letter, press the first word that comes up in your predictive text.
Cute.
Some of those are hilarious. Hilarious.
That is so fun. I love it.
And then I always go back and I'll react. I always hit, I never use just the like button. I always hit the smiley button, the heart button, or the care button. And then I will go back and I cycle through during the day. I don't answer them all at the same time. I go back at different hours of the day and answer.
Awesome. So here's a tip that's really interesting. Facebook puts twice as much value when you are going through either comments or just post when it's anything but a thumbs up. The heart, the care, the wow, any of those, okay? Anything but the thumbs up will get twice as much value from Facebook. Plus, when your friend gets a notification that you hearted her post or hearted her comment, when other people, they'll say 16 people liked your post, Katie hearted your post, and it will say her name and it will be isolated. And so that way your friend sees your name more in her news feeds, and it's a great way to stay in front of your friends. It's really kind of cool. And then the other thing, I like what you said, we really advise is that you do your post about 6 to 7 a.m. early in the morning. People check Facebook before they can get out of bed and pee. I swear. That is my belief, and I stick to it, or they're checking it while they're sitting there on the toilet, right? I swear. And then in the evening, so they'll check it around lunch, but I don't think they comment as much around lunchtime because they're kind of busy. And then the evening is things are settled down and they've had dinner and they're starting to get kids to bed. I see the most comments early-ish in the morning and in the evening. So between like 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Then I tell people about every 4 hours, reply to comments. Do not leave on notifications to Facebook. You'll make yourself crazy, and I'll hear, Michelle, your stuff works so good on my phone all day and I can't do this. I'm like, don't be on your phone all day. Only turn it on every 4 hours. Check in for 30 minutes. It only takes so many minutes to like reply to them. Shut it down. There's no jewelry emergency. There just straight up isn't. And so you just do those engaging with the comments about every 4 hours. Don't do it every time. Like, seriously, turn the vibrate off, turn the sound off if you have to. But you would be on your phone all day if you choose to react to everything and then you scroll for a while and then it dings again. No, just every 4 hours. Do income producing activities in between those things. Okay. So the cool thing about that is you can do that kind of stuff with a full-time job. You can check it at lunch, and then you can check it before you start driving home. Then you go make dinner. Then you check it after you're starting to get the kids in bed. Like, that works with your normal life. Do you see that? You don't have to live on social media to have a very good social media presence. And so many people misunderstand that. So really, really, really important to note. Don't react to everything immediately at that time. I will say this, though. So my belief is you post about 6 a.m., then you go reply to whatever people said that night. Try to, within 30 minutes or an hour of that post, to go back and reply to like the first 2 to 4 comments. That will make it blow up. That first hour of your post, the engagements you get at that time, that's why you don't post on your personal profile at 3 a.m., okay? You got to post when your people are awake. So those first 2 to 4 comments, you replying to them will make Facebook explode it. Okay. So do what you can to reply to a couple comments within that first 30 to 60 minutes of when you post it. Then after that, it can be every 4 hours. Was that helpful to anybody? Comment schedule. If you felt like I have no idea what I'm supposed to do this, if that was helpful, comment schedule, because this really does make a huge difference. Make sure you've commented #bling to get our freebies and to get the links to all these gals' Facebook business pages, and share this out in Comment Revolution. You can also tag people in the comments. All right. Katie, what kind of tips do you have on getting more people on your lives?
So I am a big believer in just getting to know people. I feel that relationship with your customers is key to everything in your business. You need to make a relationship. If you are my customer, I'm going to make a relationship with you, and we're going to get to know each other. You're going to know that I have 3 kids and that I have a beautiful 3-month-old grandson. He's our first grandbaby. I'm going to know about your children and that they are on mission trips and that you moved a couple of times, and you're going to be talking to one of your friends and you're going to say, oh my gosh, my jewelry lady is the best. She knows all about my kids. She knows about my family. I feel like we are sisters. And that's going to bring you, that personal relationship is priceless. It's giving me goosebumps just talking about it.
It really is. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Very, very smart. Awesome. All right. Miss Talitha. Hey, girlfriend. How we doing, lady? Thank you so much, Katie. You two gals don't go away. We're definitely going to bring you back for Q&A, okay? All right. Miss Talitha, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. So I'm Talitha Chestnut. I am located in Jacksonville, Florida, and I am Executive Director, Life for the Party Gold, pushing for the next level, Platinum. It's like, I'm itching at the door. So excited about that. My journey in paparazzi started at a teacher convention. So I'm a former educator. I was a school principal, a teacher, and I left the public school and I went and worked for a nonprofit for several years, traveling around the country, working with school leaders around the country. And so I started in paparazzi because my daughter, my adult daughter, had heart failure. She was in the hospital 17 times in 2018. She couldn't work.
How old is she?
she's 30 now, but she was 20, 27, 26.
Wow.
Yes. And she had just had a baby and single mom living by herself, but she couldn't move in with me now. So y'all that have kids, adult kids indoors. So I needed to figure out a way to keep her apartment paid and her utility bill and bills. And
Wow.
so that's my journey in Paparazzi. And Paparazzi Live did that for me. It paid her bills. And so the great thing about it was, again, because I travel, I would take my bling bag with me, and whatever hotel room that I was in, I went live. And so I would certainly say consistency definitely was key. My customers knew to expect me on Tuesday night or Thursday night religiously, no matter what state I was in, because I set up a tripod right on someone's, right on my, wherever the TV was, or, in the hotel room. And you will go back and look at my personal pages and see, she in the hotel room? Yes, I am, because we're going to sling bling in this hotel room because mama got bills to pay for her baby.
Yeah.
So, and it became the thing, like I was people's TV show. Like they would look forward to, watching the live show. And I've had customers reach out to me and say, you are my favorite show. I look forward to watching you on Thursday night. Or I'm their relief, their calm, And so I say, once you get started, just keep at it, consistency. And that is key for sure.
That's amazing. Will you tell them what you told me last night? Because it just blew my mind.
So
it almost made me cry. I was like, oh my gosh.
So I saw, one of your webinars. Someone shared it, and it was a paparazzi girl on. I don't remember her name. I know she had red hair, sweet, cute girl. And I pictured myself. You probably know who I'm talking about. I pictured myself sitting there. I said, one of these days, I'm going to be on that show. I don't know how. She's going to have me as one of her guests. And listen, I'm telling you, mindset is everything, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to visualize it, see it in there. And I put my head face where she was sitting, and I said, I'm going to be on that show one of these days. And look, here it is. It has come to fruition. True story. I get getting goosebumps thinking about it, for real.
I know, that made me cry. So what happened was I had asked all the members, we have a group just for our paid members. And I said, okay, where are my Z nominees? I knew there were several, but I knew I didn't know everyone because I'm friends with a lot of them, but I'm not sure if I'm friends with every single person in that group. And so I didn't want to miss anyone. So I went to their profile, their business pages to see how well they were following what we taught. And I was like, okay, she's got this going on. So super fun. So tell them a little bit about how engagement questions has helped to keep your algorithms up so that it then keeps the people in your lives.
So I will tell you, like, your program helped me tremendously because it was the little things, like you said. I didn't know, like, engagement questions, but the thing that I find the most, like, people will comment the most was when I talk about food. Apparently, all I talk about is food and jewelry. Food and jewelry.
Yep, it was funny.
And fashion trends, like crazy things that people might not wear. And so just putting those things out. And so I started out on a personal page, and then I listened to you, and you was like, you need a business page. And literally I gave my personal, my customers on my, my personal page, I gave them 1 month. It said, because I was in a group too. So I was, trying to, and I said, in 1 month, beginning October 1st, I'm moving from this group page and I'm going to a business page, and my business has skyrocketed. I will tell you that when I moved to the group, when I moved to the business page, it did. I've got new customers. Because listen, after a while, family and friends, they're like, how much jewelry I'm going to buy? Right?
Exactly.
So you need to find new customers. And so listening to your tips, moving to the business page has been helpful. Using stories, because I never used stories before. I'm just going to be honest. I never scrolled stories, and I never used stories until I watched you. And you said use stories, and I post things in the stories. I'm getting, interaction with people, and I'm selling jewelry in stories. I'm just going to tell you.
I love it. And I'm sure some of that has to do with your consistency.
With the consistency.
People love to see your face, you guys. Seriously, you don't have to feel like you take perfect selfies. If you went live, they saw your face. Don't tell me that you can't. I can't believe how many people tell me they don't want to do a selfie and they go live. I'm like, They look at you for an hour, 4 hours, and you can't take a selfie. Yes, you can. Come on, girl. You can do this. So
Snapchat. Use the filters. Seriously.
Oh, there you go.
Just saying.
Yep.
It's ready-made makeup.
Technology is awesome, right? I love it. So, what's been some of your best foodie questions?
So like the one I did today was coffee. So I'm on this 30-day vegan challenge, all vegan food for 30 days. No coffee, no wine. So my next question is going to be about wine. So I haven't had coffee in 11 days. And I typically drink 2 cups of coffee. I haven't killed anyone. And that was my post today. So I haven't killed anyone. I'm on day 11.
And
How many times, right, everybody around me is alive. How many times a day do you drink coffee?
Nice.
And even if they don't drink coffee, comment. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. You just want the comment.
Yep, we don't care if it's okay they don't drink coffee, because that doesn't have anything to do with whether they're bibling or not. We just want to know. And it's interesting because then you can say, so why do you choose not to drink coffee, or do you drink something else, or and then it helps you get to know your customers even better, right?
For sure.
We love no comments. Yes, absolutely. I love that. That's super, super cute. Okay, I have to ask, how is your daughter doing?
So my daughter's better. As it turns out, she had an autoimmune disease. It took them over a year to figure it out. She has something called Behçet's disease. And so she's still, she's working at it. It's an everyday thing. But she's much better. She's back to work. So Mama don't have to pay her bills anymore. But that first year and a half was really, really hard. Really.
So scary. So scary. Wow. Okay. I'm so glad to hear. I'm like, okay, I have to hear the end of this. I'm like, I missed the piece.
Yeah. So that's the good story. But this is the thing that gave me even more chills. So I told you all that I was in education, right? And you all know the pandemic hit. And I used to go into school systems supporting leaders, school leaders, principals, and superintendents. Well, you could no longer do that. And so my position and my organization that I work for, it faded out. But guess what? I had a part-time bling slinging job that I made full-time and has sustained my household.
So how much are you averaging in sales a month now?
Between $6,000 and $8,000.
Nice. How much were you doing before you moved to a business page?
Oh.
Do you know?
Maybe 1,000, maybe like $1,000 to $2,000.
So in October you were doing 1 to 2, and now you're between 6 and 8.
Right, in between 6 and 8. But the other thing is, I opened up a boutique, a paparazzi boutique.
Ah, gotcha. Very cool.
So I've got people that come in that say, "Oh, I saw you're from live," and they say they want to come in, and so it's been great.
Very cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What fun stories. I love that. Okay. So let me explain to you algorithms just a little bit, because you've heard some of their fun stories they've told. I'm going to bring Amy back on, trying to find where Christina is. Okay. So here's the thing, my friends. Okay. And this is part of what Amy did to really build her algorithms. Okay. On your business page. So let me just give you algorithms 101. Okay. When someone on Facebook, your friend or follower or group member, okay, so the rule is the same no matter what you're using, okay? As soon as that person stops engaging, likes or comments, stops doing any sort of engaging on your business page, on your personal profile, on your group, takes if they don't engage about 14 to 30 days, Facebook isn't showing you their stuff anymore, okay? Or your stuff isn't being shown to them. Sorry, what I meant. So all it takes is that short amount of time. Now, how often, customers, I know y'all have a few that buy from you every week and are like, okay, like how many ears do you have? Because, and they're a little addicted and they keep buying. But for the most part, most of your customers are buying maybe once a month, maybe quarterly, every 6 months, maybe even once a year. Maybe they buy like 20 pieces at once and they're done and they buy a year later. So if you do not have something else for them to comment other than sold, mine, dibs, whatever your word is, on, you know, an image or a live, and all they have to comment on is basically a sales transaction, and you're not saying, okay, are you Miracle Whip or, you know, mayonnaise?
Mhm.
You're not saying, you know, what's your, you know, way of, you know, where do you love to go for brunch on Sunday? If you're not saying, asking them about their real life. And so then they have so then it's your community. Like, I know Amy has a community, okay? And then people are chatting about other things, and they'll still keep hanging out with you until they're ready to buy again. Okay, so if you look at your customer list, I can almost guarantee, if you go and look at how many different people have bought from you, I bet you'll have 10% of that number by this month. So let's say you've had 1,000 customers total over the life of your business. I will bet money you'll have about 100 of them by this month. Okay, and so that's about 100 every month. Do you see what I'm saying? That's about the cycle. So your goal is always to find new customers and stay in front of your customers, so when they're ready to purchase. All right. So your algorithms, it is imperative that you're in stories. When you're in stories, even if it's just fun, hey girls, I'm, you know, like a lot of you are doing, I'm going to convention, I got a black dress, should I get this one or this one? You may have even bought it already. Let them say their opinion. You're going to get the one you want, okay? The point isn't that the vote, you actually buy the thing. The point is you give them a vote, okay? So then that messages you. Did you know when they reply, you get a message, and that skyrockets your algorithms. And then you've got the engagement, okay? Amy and I and here we go. And then my last guest, which I got to pull her up here. Why am I not seeing her? Oh, there she is, Miss Christina. So we are going to talk a little bit about ManyChat too. One other way that we kind of, how do I say this, outsmart the algorithm a little bit. But you have to spend time focusing on your algorithms. I cannot emphasize this enough. That's why Amy, still, what do you have? Maybe 350 Facebook friends, and yet you've got over 3,000 followers on your business page, right, Amy? She did not choose to get a ton of Facebook friends. That is one way that will teach you sometimes to find new customers, but it's not the only way. You definitely can do it by taking good care of your people on your business page. And Talitha said the same thing. Miss Christina also uses a business page faithfully. You guys, you really, really can do this. But when you dabble on your business page and then you're posting everything in your group, this is what I see all the time. You're like, it just doesn't work. I don't get the engagement on the business page. But I know you dabbled there, but you were consistent in your group. You can get moved over. I promise you can. Okay. And these gals are like living proof of it. So just, they know what they're doing. Amy, what else would you say to them about spending time and energy on building their algorithms and that business page engagement? Oops, I may have you muted. Hang on. So sorry. So sorry. My bad. Okay, say that one more time. My apologies. Go ahead. We're not hearing. Okay, I've done something wrong. Hang on. I'm not hearing you all of a sudden. Just a second. Let me see if I messed something up. There it is. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Hi, everybody.
Okay.
So, and these are the things that Michelle and Rihanna taught me with all the classes. You know, I've taken every class they've offered, and I'm getting ready to do the leadership class, team leadership. I don't think we've talked about that yet, Michelle, but yeah, I'm ready for that.
I'm so excited. It's my
But
favorite.
everything, and I just want everybody to know, which is really important, that their training, what they teach us, it works. It works, and you have, and it's really it's almost like a literal thing. What you say, Michelle? Like,
yeah.
And you know, there's overthinkers, there's doubters, there's people that and check and check. Okay, that's me, and then some. So I say this with my own self in the way. It's important to just be intentional and to make sure that You're unfriending consultants. That was the one thing you taught me from the very beginning. Don't be following paparazzi consultants, because when you follow paparazzi consultants, you're just telling Facebook that's all I want to see. And
Yep.
so I've told the team, and I tell when I'm speaking to other consultants, I always say, please unfollow any consultant, which was a huge game changer, by the way, Michelle, for that. But making sure that you're on as long as you can. This is another tip I learned with Michelle and Rihanna. Making sure your lives are the longer the live, the more the comment, the more Facebook is going to show it. Is that correct, Michelle?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so I'm always asking a question on my lives. I'm always asking questions, and it could be something as simple as, who likes meatloaf? I mean, I do a morning show and I do an afternoon show. When I do my afternoon show, a lot of my ladies and gentlemen are on the East Coast. So at 2:00 when I jump on, they're making their dinner. So I'll say, what y'all cooking? And that starts a whole conversation and a lot of comments and a lot of engagement. So comments, the more comments, the longer you're on. Now, when I first started, I was doing 15, Michelle knows this, I did 15-minute lives. I was like, I'm on and I'm off. I don't know what it was. I didn't get the groove yet. Yeah. Right. So, and we all start in our own different ways. But when I'm sharing this with the team, when they're coming to me with a question or a concern about maybe why am I not getting new customers? Why are my viewers not as high? It's all about how you're working the algorithm. And that's so important.
Yeah, it is amazing. And you're excellent. Like, there's never a comment that comes to your business page that you don't reply to, right?
Yeah.
And if they're new people, they're going to hear from you. And yeah, you're just absolutely dedicated to anyone on that business page. You make sure they feel loved.
Yes.
All right.
And I wanted to say real quick, if you don't mind, Michelle, like the ladies had mentioned, what you taught me early on, Michelle, is that if the customers don't know you and trust you, they're not going to buy from you.
Right.
And so I think being transparent, I mean, don't be the Debbie Downer, but right, because I think it's important to be positive, especially now, but to make sure that you're genuine and just make sure you're you. I think that's important.
Amen. I love that, because people do know about your struggles, but they also know about your faith through your struggles, which I know. I mean, I see your posts. She gets gifts frequently from people that she's inspired, not with bling, but with her heart and how she handles her trials. It's pretty amazing. I feel very blessed to get to work with you. It's an honor.
Awesome.
All right, Miss Christina. Christina, oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure out of all the gals here, you've worked with me the longest. Miss Christina is in Arizona. So you have to tell them about your Live Your Best Life, what you're doing, okay? But tell them that after you introduce yourself. Tell us your LOP and your leadership level, and go ahead and do that. Tell them what your big dream is, where you're headed. Oh, hang on, I might have you muted. Okay. All right.
Hello,
go.
everybody. Before I tell my story, everybody right now, you need to give yourself a heart, because you are learning, you are here, you are showing up when you could be doing something else. You could be watching TV, but you're here to work your business. Give yourself a heart, because you deserve it. All right. So my name is Christina Jackson. And like one of our other friends here, Titha, I probably butchered your name. I'm sorry, hun.
Talitha, yeah.
I was in education for 21 years before COVID hit too. And I became a teacher because I was a mom. I was a young mom, and I thought that being a teacher meant that I would have very similar schedules to my children. Well, anyone in education can tell you, oh no, honey, that's time for grading papers, going to meetings, all that stuff, right? And, it never really hit me how much time I was spending away from my family until my son had his senior football banquet. And I didn't even get an invite. And it broke my mom a heart. And so a couple of weeks later, I was like, what happened? Like, why didn't we go? And he said, Mom, I felt bad because I knew it would make you sad because I know you would have to work. Oh, y'all, at that moment, it hit me how much time I had told my kids, no, I'm sorry, I can't do this, I can't do that. I can't even take you to the doctor because it's in the middle of the day and I have to be at school and it's, I've got to be there for testing or whatever. And so, now, oh no, I have lunch with my husband if I need to or want to. I can go out to have coffee with my daughters in the middle of the day. I can take them to appointments and I can be at their school stuff. And never again do I have to tell them, I'm sorry, I can't because I have to work. I can work around my schedule and my family. And that's what I hope for each and every one of you, because it's awesome. It's awesome, you guys. I have a team of 65 that are currently active and with us. My rank is a producer. I am life of the party, platinum. However, I will be gold or diamond. Very soon. Like if I can get things not to drop out of my cart, it's gonna happen soon.
Goodbye.
So close. But Michelle is right. I have worked with her literally since day one because I know how important education is. And I knew nothing about selling. I've never honestly sold anything in my life before. And I wasn't really even good at Facebook when I first started. So I had a lot to learn.
Really good now.
A lot to learn. But since working with Michelle, my page, my business page has over 3,000 follows and over 2,000 likes. So we're doing good.
I love it. And I love Christina is so cute. So we teach this thing weekly themes. And Christine is really, really good about following this. And then she uses it like as post to keep the engagement up for people to comment. And then she integrates it into her lives. Tell them a little bit about how you do that, because it's so cute and she makes her customers feel so loved with this. It's so fun. Like, tell them one of your week examples that you've loved.
All right. So this week happens to be, it is National Hero. Okay, so of course you got to start off Monday asking, who is your favorite national hero? Are we out there for the policemen and women, firefighters, or others, right?
Yeah.
And so I'll take a moment and I'll, those people that are on every single live. Oh yes, we all have them.
Right.
I write down, I just make a little note about what they replied. So then on my live, I can take a moment and tell them, oh my gosh, I love that you said this. And so not only does it make that customer feel special, but everybody else heard it. And so I've had people leave my live to go and comment. Not that that's what I want, but hey, it gets them commenting, right?
That's
and
so funny.
They want to be recognized as well. We're all kind of, we all kind of have that kid kind of mentality.
Yeah.
Where we like to be called on and recognized as well. And so that's something that I make sure to do. Or, if my post yesterday was, do you wear red, white, or blue? And so, I would say, oh my gosh, I'm about to show you this red piece. I know this person, you said you liked red. Here you go, girl. Look at that.
Yep.
And so just making sure to just kind of call them out and recognize them and let them know that you really do. You are asking because you're genuinely interested. You generally are going to take the time and read their comment and pay attention to what they said and what they shared with you.
I love how you've brought your teacher skills into your sales skills. I mean, it's so cute. Like, she takes such good care of her team. She's so great with people. She's so patient. Oh my gosh, you're just the best, Christina. How have you seen? So she helps us also with our engagement camp. Christina is actually part of my staff. But how have those questions helped to keep your profile going and your business page going? Like, what do you love about how it connects you to people?
So I don't know about you guys, but my life is really not that interesting. Like, if I come up with something to post every day, I don't know if I could do it. But by taking the the engagement skills
You're
that
so
Michelle
funny.
and the team teaches, I don't have, my life doesn't have to be interesting. I make a list of 20, 25 questions just in case there's a lull in the conversation, and I post that right next to my camera when I'm live. So if there's a lull,
Sticky notes are your friends.
oh, amen, girl. I have a list of all the things that I could possibly talk about. So there's never any downtime. And one good way to do that is by looking at those national holidays, like Michelle teaches us.
We love the national holidays. They're super fun. Lisa Marie's, she's saying, I don't have a life. My life is pretty dang boring. I really think you all have interesting lives, but I don't know about you. I mean, sometimes it's like, everybody doesn't need to know all my stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, it's okay if they don't know everything. And other people are very comfortable with sharing just about everything. So it's totally like, whichever way you want to go, it's fine. What's important, though, is that you're asking about your customers. Do you see what I'm saying? So whatever level of transparency you're most comfortable with, you do that, but they want to talk about themselves. That's the whole thing. You don't need to be overly interesting. You need to care about them and talk about them, because that's what makes them feel loved. Knowing about your life isn't what makes them feel loved, believe it or not. So it's more about what you're doing to connect with them. Okay, so I want to know, y'all, we got some questions for you guys. So our guests, our friends that are watching, tell us, how many nights a week do you go live? Tell us, how many nights a week do you go live? And I also want to know your LOP going into convention. And if you know you're hitting one, you're like not quite there, but you know you're going to hit it, go ahead and shout that out. We want to celebrate with you. So your LOP level, and also how many nights a week do you go live? Make sure you give us those comments. All right. So Talitha, I'll be back with you. I'm going to put you down. I'm going to bring you down for a second. All right. So Miss Amy and Miss Christina, these two gals out of the 5 that we're interviewing tonight, they have done one more level with me, a thing called Many Chat, MANYCHAT. Whenever I say it, it sounds like mini, like small, but it's many, like much. Apparently can't enunciate. So Many Chat, MANYCHAT. And Many Chat is the tool when you've commented hashtag bling and you got a message from us, or if you got a text message from us saying, hey, we're live, come hang out with us. The tool that we used for that is a thing called Many Chat. And it's a great way to kind of honestly outsmart the algorithms, sort of. I mean, it's really just you have a backup plan for when Facebook doesn't feel like showing your post, honestly. That's pretty much what it is. It's when Facebook just doesn't feel like cooperating. So Many Chat is this awesome tool that we let people know when you're live and let people know about when you have images to shop. I don't care if it's new releases or all things red, or you've opened your vault. They can be your unicorns, your vintage, whatever you want to. I don't care. It's just images, okay? But we can send out messages. We do messaging, Facebook messaging, text messaging, and emails. So there's several forms of communication built in to Many Chat, and we have a class that we do on that. And so we're going to talk a little bit about the perks of that. Amy, do you want to start and tell them how Many Chat has benefited your business and helped your live numbers and your overall sales? Go ahead.
Okay, so when I first started, when I was running my business and stuff, and I hadn't used ManyChat, the struggle's real. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's not. Like I said earlier, it takes a while to build a business. It takes a while to get a customer base and a viewer base. So when Michelle and I and Rhonda were talking about it, there's a certain how do I say this, Michelle? To get into ManyChat, how it would be applicable to you.
So we usually say that we suggest you're usually at least at 2,000 in sales a month. There's lots of things you can do for free to build your algorithms. But after you get to that 2,000, so you don't plateau, ManyChat helps you to like keep those customers and get new and help you get from that 2,000 to that next level, which Amy's gone to 25,000. So she's gone to a level and level and level and level and level. Okay. So, and there's a little bit, there's some technology, but I make it super easy. You just got to flip a button. But anyway, so go ahead.
Yeah. So it totally, it took my business to a whole new level. Getting the customers in there, and I did contests and stuff to get my customers into my bot system. But there's whenever, and I do this periodically. I'll just go live without the bot system and then go live with it, and it almost doubles my viewers,
Wow.
which is amazing. And so the bot system just took the business from here to here, and it continuously grows. When your business grows, but it's a wonderful system. It's a little bit of a learning curve, but just stick with it. All I can say is stick with it. It like anything, anything different, anything of change. It takes time to learn, but I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. It's awesome. It was a game changer for me.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Amy. Miss Christina, your thoughts on ManyChat? You've done ManyChat with me for a long time. We have greatly improved ManyChat. Well, not ManyChat itself, but the training. I've made it like you just have to flip a couple buttons. We've made it a lot easier, Miss Christina. What are your thoughts on ManyChat?
So I think ManyChat is one of the most important tools that you can honestly have for your business. We work so hard. Y'all know you give away like the moon and the stars and whatever to get those shares and get those people coming on, right?
Yep.
And then you lose them. Facebook does it does favors, right? Somebody's friend invites them and they can never find you again. They don't remember your name. They don't know your business.
Right.
So ManyChat allows you to capture their information and invite them back. Right. I can tell you, I'm looking at my numbers right now. I send out 2,000 messages, over 2,000 messages every time that I have new releases. I can guarantee you, if I did not have ManyChat, 2,000 people would not be checking my page every day to look for those new releases. But I'm able to tell them that I'm there. I'm able to tell them when I have life of the party pieces in, or when fashion fix. You better get your order in now, because if not, you're going to miss out. And I don't know any other way that I would be able to do that. And I'm not super tech savvy as far as like sending out emails and email campaigns and that kind of stuff. And so Facebook or ManyChat does it all for me.
She has the cutest emails. They make you happy. You just want to open them because like, oh, it's cute. Oh, how fun. She puts cute fashion tips in there. I still remember this one. So she had this fashion tip where you put the ring on the bracelet, on the, what kind, urban? Is
no, on like a wrap. You just slide the ring down and you can customize your wrap.
Right. Okay. So when I got the email and opened it, I thought she had used an image officer. I didn't realize that. I'm like, those aren't paparazzi bracelets. What is she doing? And then I finally read it. I'm like, oh, this is paparazzi stuff. I seriously, like, I'm so silly, but it was so cute and people were so excited about her idea. So my friends, there's this whole kind of like thing with marketing right now that they call omnipresent. Okay, omnipresent means they see you everywhere. Okay, so not everybody clicks your emails, but they see you in their email, then they see you in their Facebook feed, and then they get a text message that you've gone live. Guess what? They're going to come on and shop. Like, it takes 5 to 10 touches before people take action. And so you touch and you touch and you touch. Oh, and then they come again. People don't shop with you every day. I know there's 1 or 2 that do, but that doesn't sustain your business. Okay. Excuse me. This really helps to keep you in front of people. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Christina. Tell them more about what ManyChat does.
Sure. So ManyChat allows you to stay in front of your audience. How many times have you been live and your customers don't even know? They're like, oh, I didn't even know you were on. Oh, guess why? You didn't have a messaging system. And I know that there's other ones out there, but the way that ManyChat allows you to get information, a lot of you, I'm sure, got the message from Michelle as you're commenting. How did she do that? How easy was it? You didn't have to do anything. You didn't have to text a number or jump through this hoop or fill out this form or anything. It does it right for you. And as the seller, I don't have to do anything either.
Yeah.
So it makes it really easy for everybody.
Yeah, it's super, super fun. So ManyChat for paparazzi gals, what we highly suggest is that you get to 2,000 in sales on average per month. So that's 400 pieces a month, right? 2,000, yeah, 400 pieces. So an average of about 100 per week. So if that makes it, if you're more of a piece person than you are, you know, how much is your total sales? And so Amy did that. Like, she'd heard about ManyChat, but she knew, no, we don't do that until we get our sales up. And so anywhere from about, and you know, if you've had a $1,500 month, but other months you've had 3,000, like I said, it's about an average of 2,000. The other thing this is great for is if you have a really, really strong following on your personal profile. And I'm so sorry. And you haven't started your business page, ManyChat is fantastic to help you get people moved from your personal profile to your business page. Seriously, it's like, it is, I've helped several people move over to their business page because they're like, I have so much sales in my personal profile. I just can't even fathom the idea of losing sales and moving there. But with ManyChat, we get them all signed up with kind of a little drawing, a little, you know, bribe. We get them into ManyChat. Then you go live on your business page. You're like, girls, this is where you find them. People don't know if you're on your profile or business page. They don't even know the difference. Most of you don't totally know the difference. Your customers don't. You just need to be consistent in that one place. And as long as people are showing up on your business page, then your stuff will keep showing up for them. It's amazing what happens. So I want to know from each one of you. Well, there's two things I want to know. First of all, if this is your first time being here, we want to welcome you. So comment 1ST first. If you've been here before, comment QQ for Question Queen and Training. Okay. And then the other thing I want to know from each one of you after you've done that is tell us how much you're doing in sales on average a month. Are you doing $500 in sales, $1,000, $2,000, $6,000, $10,000? How much are you doing in average in sales per month? Okay. So ManyChat is an awesome tool, but there's a time and a place for it. Seriously, the stuff with algorithms, you can do that. Like, you may want to get our training, which is very, very, very affordable to help you with your algorithms, but it's free. We do actually have Facebook ads classes, but we don't suggest anybody touch those classes until you get to a certain level. We do more what we call retargeting ads. We help you stay in front of your customers that you've worked hard to build algorithms. But we do not suggest it until you have a strong business page. So I am very, very transparent. I could sit here and say, all of you need ManyChat. But I don't believe in that. It's not what I believe in. Okay. So I want to make sure you take this in baby steps. And Amy can tell you, because she started, that is where she started. Amy, why should people start with Social Media 101? Like, that's where you started with me. Why should they start with Social Media 101?
It gives you the basics of Facebook and how it's run. I didn't know much about Facebook other than I was on it periodically on my personal profile. It's a wonderful class that gets you the basics of how to understand Facebook, what it offers you, and then you transition to a business page, and then that, you know, it's the steps you need to take to build a successful business.
Right. And the thing is, you need to understand what Facebook wants you to do. Okay. All Facebook wants from you is that you do things to help people want to stay on Facebook. Okay. That's all I want to see. And if people are commenting on your post, Facebook's like, oh, they help me keep people here. Do you understand? That's all they want from you. They just want that you put content out that people engage with, because they're like, the more they engage, the more they stay here instead of going to whatever it is, right? The other platforms. And so that is the whole thing, okay? I love this. Grace says, Social Media 101 is an absolute game changer, ladies. You will not be disappointed. So let me tell you a little bit about Social Media 101. We're going to invite our other gals back for some Q&A. So hang on to your questions, because it'll scroll and then we won't be able to see them all. But think about your questions. One of the things I want to hear from you is your aha moment, okay? What did you learn about algorithms? And also, you're welcome to tell us how many comments you've got on your how many days a week do you wear earrings. Okay, so let me pop up this Social Media 101. So we have a special tonight for you gals. But it's only for the first 15 people who buy. So you have to like be on it like quick, okay? So this is called our Social Media 101 class. Social Media 101 gives you 30 short videos. They're short, right, Amy? They're like nice and sweet and to the point. 3 to 5 minutes. I jokingly call this potty training. Those people that tell me the only time I have to myself is in the bathroom, you can watch it in the time you're in the bathroom each day, okay? Social Media 101 is 30 short videos, but there's a wealth of information about this is what will get Facebook to help you with your business, basically. And so then you also get to what are called Question Queen sessions, where my brilliant, amazing assistant, Mariana, she runs those on Monday mornings and evenings. And it's 2-hour block. You get to come and work with us, and you say, okay, I need help with this. It's on Zoom. We can see your gorgeous face and hear your awesome voice. You can share screen. You can show us your business page. Well, this is what I did, or this is the question I asked. What could I do different? What would you suggest? And Royanna will talk about emojis and spacing and making sure the questions on the top and how frequent they are. And you did 2 questions and the image you use. And I mean, we will we'll talk about every little piece that there is with that, okay? So Social Media 101 is amazing. And if you've taken it before, make sure you put that on there. Yes. So you start your Question Queen sessions after you've watched a couple videos. You need to watch it and have something to talk about during Question Queen. We don't have a lecture. We don't have a agenda. It's for you to come and ask us, what do I do with this? I have this idea. What would you suggest I do? We are there to 100% assist you. Okay. So it's super, super fun. Amy, I know you love Miss Rihanna. Why do you love her help?
Oh, she's wonderful. You know, Rihanna just really pretty much meets you where you're at. She helped me create my business page, and that was the beginning of my business. Her helping me do my page, and I use that image of that beautiful little girl running behind. She reminds me of my granddaughter. That's the image that I use for my opportunity events. Now, that's how people know about my business. It's something that I use for all of my anything I do on my business page. I use that, and she helped me create that. So yeah, it's wonderful, and you're getting somebody with a lot of you're getting somebody with a lot of knowledge that knows everything. Rihanna's very, very creative, and she's very good she's very visual, so she's good at, she'll listen, and then she'll be able to give you some wonderful dental feedback. She's a mint. I don't know what I would have done without her.
So let me tell you, we have Social Media 101. If you've bought it in the last couple months, it's in a platform called Experienceify. You would still have access to it there, but you only have 30 days to take advantage of your Question Queen sessions. So you can buy Question Queen sessions separately. And we do have another program. It's a 6-month program, and Amy can tell you she's taken all these classes and why the 6-month class would be beneficial. I'll pull that one up in just a hot second. But Social Media 101, if you've never taken a class from us before, this is the place to start. Or like if you took it about a year ago, it's in a new platform. You'd want the you would definitely want the Question Queen sessions. And plus, when you buy it today, the first 15 people get, 15 people get what's called our engagement camp. It's $147 value. In our engagement camp, you get to come for 5 hours and create all your questions and content for the next month. It is one of our funnest things, right, Christina? She loves it. She's faithful about her themes. And because I know some of you get a little stuck. You're like, what else can I possibly say about a necklace? I don't know how else to make it interesting. Even it's pretty, it's cool, it's nice, but what else am I going to say? So when we help you with these themes, it helps you with your engagement. It helps you think of new ways to kind of present it. Think of things that maybe you wouldn't naturally do. It's really, 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 really fun. Okay. Scheduled posts. We believe in scheduled posts. Definitely believe in scheduling posts. So the ManyChat engagement camp, we're actually going to give you a huge bonus. Usually you get 3 months, but you're going to get 4 months for free. You'd be able to come for creating content for June, July, and August, and September. That's 4. There we go. I can count. June, July, August, and September. And so like I said, it's $157 value. So if it's been a long time since you took social media, buy it because you get the camp for free because the camp's $147 value. Then you would get 2 Question Queen sessions. You would get it in our new area. It's this thing called Experienceify. I'll share a screen and show you how cool it is. But you will absolutely love it. It is so much fun. And the way it's all set up, it's called Gamify, and you do some programs. It's like, woohoo, you did it. And it's really, really fun. All right. So what I want to do, Miss Jewel, Christine, I'm going to put you down for a hot second, and Amy, I'm going to bring you gals back. Okay. Miss Jewel and Miss Talitha. I got to figure out where everybody is. Here we go. Let's go this way. And let me put the social media link. So it's popping up right there in the comments, you guys. Right there in the comments is that link. Okay. So Miss Jewel and Miss Talitha, Jewel, go ahead. How did Social Media 101 help your business? Because you just started this just barely over a year ago. Why are you glad that you invested in yourself in social media to help keep that engagement up? Oh, I have you muted. I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead, love.
No problem. I ended up taking it because I was watching one of the free videos or the trainings that you taught. And instantly I was seeing some things that I could incorporate, and I went and did it, and I saw some instant results. And I am just one of those people that I like to see things change. And so I've taken the Social Media 101. And again, I will raise my hand and say I am a C student because I haven't done some of the things because of the timing when these things happen. But I go back, I watch the replays and things like that, so that I can learn. And one of the things in one of the videos that I really liked was when you were talking about when you're on your live, how to prepare questions. And so I started doing the theme. So even though I haven't been able to go do it with the group, I said, okay, I do a theme. So every week I decide what my theme is. So this week it was, would you be mine? And so everything I was showing was would. And what I did is I will
You're so clever.
And like I said, I did the 1 week where everything was green, and it's not easy being green. So I will think about what song, what thing, what can I start the week off to do that. And a lot of my ideas and the thinking came around the tools that you shared in your videos. And so I try to remember, okay, I watched this video, you talked about, the questions, and that one really helped me. So I use the same platform you have, so I can write my questions inside of the platform so that when I'm ready, I will show the the question. And, you know, a lot of the things that I got from you was, how do you get people engaged? So it makes you have to think. And like you said, there's no one size fits everybody, but it made me think. So I was like, for example, I have one person, I told her she's in charge of the BAM. So if I show a piece that's just really a BAM, she's got to write BAM in the comment. And others, I'll say, you're in charge of the hearts. So if you see something you like, give me those hearts. Because I know if they're interacting with my live, that's giving me more view time. And so I'm going to start getting other people coming in, because now I'll get people jumping in, and I know they're not my customers. I know they're not people. Now you get the, you know, the weird people, but I just let them be weird and keep going. But what happens is you still get people that will come in and actually want to buy or that kind of thing. And so I also liked, because I wasn't really I didn't do engagements a lot initially. And part of the reason why I didn't do engagements, because if you went on people's pages, everybody was doing the same engagement. And it just felt kind of forced. And it felt like, okay, you're just doing this because you're trying to sell something to me. But what I liked what you did in, like, when you had the holidays, and even though you give some templates, you still can kind of customize your question. You can customize how you want to do it so that it doesn't feel like you're doing what everybody else is doing. Because even the question you asked about the jewelry, I did it and I put different rings, different gold. So I took some of the pictures and put it with the question. So you can kind of, you know, take what you're doing and just really run with it. And then the other thing that I wasn't really doing stories either. And so I saw what you even was talking about, doing stories and adding more in your stories. And then when they allowed you to do stories on your business page, that was just like a game changer.
Right.
So I noticed even doing my stories, I started having more people going, hey, I need to get this. So people that weren't even, and to be honest, I don't know how they came, but it was people that weren't on my business page that were my friends. They were coming because I realized my story is showing up even so it's not just showing up in my business, it's showing up where my people, you know, even my friends are seeing. So it started to draw people that are on my personal page into the story. So I also love the fact that, you know, part of the reason, you know, I say I'm a C student, but part of it is I have like 9 different zillion things I'm doing, but I love that I can at least go in and I can watch this. And sometimes I'll have to binge. I'll watch 2 or 3 at a time, take my notes, and then I try to go take what I just learned and to put it into practice. Because one of the things that you also talked about in one of the videos was, but it doesn't help that somebody comments on your engagement, but you don't say anything to them.
Right. It makes a huge, it will literally, I have seen probably 4 to 5, the number of comments you'll get from people will quadruple if you will reply to those comments. And timely is important too. It's really cool.
And I try to remember the other thing that you said is not only to talk to them, but now go into dialogue. So like when I did the coffee or tea, and then I said, well, somebody said, you know, they like coffee. I said, or tea. I said, well, do you like yours cold, or do you like it hot, or do it matter? So I started asking more questions to just kind of keep that dialogue going.
I love it. I love it. Katie, what are your thoughts on social media 101?
I just learned how to ask different kinds of questions. I think I got stuck in a rut of asking the same things. You know, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite car? You know, you get stuck in that rut, and it just gives you a new outlook on what you can actually get engagement from.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like, it's surprising what people will talk about. I mean, like I said, I still remember this one day. I saw someone talking about fried pickles, like what restaurants have you got, you know, deep fried pickles. And I was getting quite a bit of engagement, but I had my little question queen hat on. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to try this and put fried pickles, not even a full sentence, y'all. Fried pickles. And I put A, love them, B, hate them, C, never tried them. And within an hour had 100 comments. And I was like, wow. I mean, people, and plus with kind of the way the world is right now, they're just like, if you'll talk about anything but politics, they're like, please, let's just talk about something fun. And so it's really amazing. And then how it increases your comments on your business page or your lives also. So it's
and
pretty
anything
cool.
food. Anything food. You can ask
Yeah.
for recipes.
Yep.
Do you prefer grilling or cooking in the oven? I mean, there's so many things.
And let me tell you one other thing that's a huge misunderstanding with regards to who will pop on your lives. Okay. And I'm really, really serious about this. Facebook shows your lives to those who engaged with your business page last, not your likes. It's not your likes. I don't care how many likes you have. I don't. What happens is if they visited your page, if they watched a few minutes of your live, they didn't even have to comment. All they had to do was watch. If they commented or they hit a like, those are the people Facebook will show your live to first. Okay? It isn't your likes. And I want you to think about this just logically for a hot minute. If you go to your personal profile and you go find that section where it shows, all the pages that you've liked yourself, when's the last time you did that and you looked and you're like, have I ever seen a post from these pages? Okay. So Facebook organically only shows your post on your business page to 1.5%, which is like, you kind of like, oh, what's the point? But we've outsmarted them by doing your question queen skills. Okay. And seriously, 1 to 2% will make a huge difference. And you'll see that views. You can scroll through and look at the views on your just post and your lives. You'll see anything that has a couple comments on it will have 2, 3, 5, 10 times as much engagement. We have seen over and over again, people that work with us in 7 to 10 days will anywhere from 5 to 10 times their engagement in literally 7 days. Okay. You guys, this works so quickly. You have to continue to do it though. You can't go, oh, I did it for 7 days, I'm done. No, you have to keep doing it. But you can see amazing results in as fast as 7 days. It's really awesome.
And
Yay,
you can't
Miss
just
Rose.
do half the process.
Yeah.
You can't just ask the question and not respond. That defeats the whole purpose.
Right, exactly. Must continue to engage. It's really cool what happens. Okay. All right. So I've put that link up there one more time. What I want to do, those of you that are interested in ManyChat, okay, that's a thing where it sends out notifications about lives, new releases, talks to people while you're live. I want you to put #MC, #MC, and we're going to reach out to you. Okay. #MC. What I want to do is I want to put this down and I'm going to bring back Miss Christina for a few minutes. And I'm going to have you guys start asking your questions. I'm going to give these guys, let's see. Oh man, we've been going up this a long time. So ask your questions real quick. These gals are going to answer some. And then I'm going to bring back Amy and Miss Katie. Can you guys give them all a ginormous thank you? Quick reminder, these gals have not been compensated in any way, shape, or form for being here. If you comment #bling, you will get a message from us, and one of the buttons will say Zi Nominees contact business pages. Please go ahead and go check out their business pages. Do not private message them to ask them questions about how to run their business. Money, time is money, and they're all working on getting their Z pieces. So please be respectful of that, okay? But you can go, they know, go look on their business page. You can go see what smart things they've done to build their business, okay? So those kind of things, go ahead and do. All right. Do doing polls work on your algorithm? Well, the one little challenge with polls, I love polls, except that you don't have that they comment, you reply, and they could comment again. So I prefer just to have them comment instead of do polls. I'm not against them, but I still think comments probably have a little bit more weight than polls do. But they're not a bad thing. They're not a bad thing, but I like a reason to reply, and hopefully they reply back again. So that's really good for your algorithms. Okay. All right, let's see what questions we have. I'll pop them up. All right. What kind of questions do we have? Did you see any, Christina? Or are you following the poll on? Oh, here we go. Okay. Miss Christina, I'm going to have you, and Katie, actually, I looked at your page. Okay, ladies, do you put different questions on your profile, business page, and group page every day, or the same question each day? Christina, I'm going to let you start, and then Katie.
Sure. So, hello. I work smarter, not harder. They are the same questions. There are still people that have not moved from my personal page. And what I like to do is I like to share from my page, from my business page to my personal. That way, when they click on it to answer it, guess where it takes them? Oh, yes, to my business page where I want them to be. So, yes, I post on my business. I schedule the post because I'm not up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I schedule the post to go on my business page, and then I share it to my personal.
And that helps to grow your business page, y'all. Okay. Sharing from your business page to your personal profile is a great way to kind of pull those people over. Love it. Katie, thoughts on that?
I do the same thing. I will post on my business page and then share to my group. And then sometimes on my personal page, I will put more personal questions. How many times a week do you play games with your family? I try to keep that more family oriented. And then I will also take from my business page and share to my personal story.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Next question. What can I do to grow my viewers? Jewel, especially because you have like grown them from scratch in the last year. What can people do to grow their viewers?
Well, I know some of the things, it is good with all of the, sharing and the questions, and when you're getting that, so that helps start to get people engaged. I also have figured out, especially with your business page, the people that I knew that were either responding on my personal page or interacting, I just invite them over. And sometimes it's slow, but eventually, so you get some that way. Some people will come when you invite them over. I've been doing a lot of sharing things from my business page to my personal page. And then that's been drawing people over as well. But I also have tried to just make sure I'm real consistent. So the scheduling on the page is helpful. So I schedule, my engagement at 7. I have something I do at 11. I have something I do at 5. And then I will jump in there in between if it's something, new that I want to do. But I find that also has been helping to just increase, the opportunity to have people that are engaging. So I those are some of the things that I've been doing. And again, like I said, I've been slowly trying to incorporate the things that I have been getting from the social media 101. And I've been finding that that's been helping, and especially the newest thing for me that's been really drawing people has been the stories. Putting things in the stories. And like I said, I wasn't using them at all, not even on my personal. So I started using the stories, and I'm like, oh, because you can do a lot of little things in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of cute things.
Yeah. So that's been really neat.
Awesome. So one other thing, if you've taken our social media 101 class, we do have a 6-month program, and it's so cool because it includes, you get a whole year's worth of images. You get business page basics, Facebook Lives. You get, these are all trainings. You get stories, you get events, and you get money-making messages. And then you get 2 Question Queen sessions every month. and you get to come to engagement camp for 6 months. It's amazing. So comment 6-month program if you'd like us to send you the link on that 6-month program, because it is we find in 30 days it's kind of hard to create all the habits you need, and so you get 5 other programs besides 6 months of camp. It's amazing. So comment 6 months if you'd like to know more about that. Okay, gals, last thoughts on why engagement and understanding algorithms is so important. And you guys, thank you so much. I'm going to bring Amy and Talitha back on. So Katie, you start. What are your thoughts on why do they need to understand algorithms and get engagement? What does that do for their business?
It's just so important, because if you don't keep up with it, you get lost. People don't see your stuff anymore. You can have people just completely fall off, and you will just have to start over again. It's something you consistently have to work. And if I could just add, being your authentic self, you know, don't try to be me. Don't try to be Michelle. Don't try to be any of these other amazing ladies. Be you. Your people love you.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Katie. Awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming, and good luck. Good luck with your Z run. I'm so excited. All right, Miss Katie, thank you. Jewel, you're up next, and then Christina, I'm going to have you talk about mini chat too before you leave. So Jewel, thoughts on keeping that algorithm up?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of it is the consistency. You keep doing the work, because what good is it to say you got all this great product or great stuff, but nobody sees it? So you take the time to do the ads, to do not the ads, but the engagements and your posts. You take the time to do that, and you'll get the benefit from it. You'll get the results from it. You'll have not only your customers coming, but you get new people that are coming to learn something about you and what you have to offer. So I think with anything, if this is a business you want to grow, it's worth the investment. I'm going to stop being a C student. I'm going to go and be an A student, because I'm an educator as well. So that's horrible. I taught in college level courses, and I actually created courses for college students. So I'm going to become an A student, because I do want to do the mani chat, because my sales are in that $4,000 range. So I want to get to that, but I want to take the process. So I would encourage anybody, take the steps, even if it seems a little overwhelming. You can still take your time and watch it grow. And it's like you're not having to reinvent the wheel yourself. So I think it's a great idea to get the help. If you don't know what to do, this is a great opportunity to be able to do it. So I'm glad I did it, and I'm going to stop being a C student, and I'm going to take the others, because I want that 6 month too, because I'm ready for my business to really go to the next level.
I love it. Jill, you're adorable. Thank you so much for your energy. You are super sweet. I love it.
Right.
Thank you for what you do. You're awesome, lady. Everybody tell Jill and Katie, thank you. You are awesome.
Bye-bye.
All right, Miss Christina. Bye, sweetheart. Christina, tell them your thoughts on keeping your engagement high in mini chat. Why do the two work so well together?
Well, so I was kind of going back to the question on how to get more viewers, right? In the beginning, you want to private message your friends and family and say, look, I'm starting on this new adventure. You don't have to buy anything. Just come and support me. They'll see the jewelry and end up buying. But once you get to the end of that market, once you've bugged all your friends and family, how are you going to get in front of people? And that's mini chat. That's mini chat. And that's what's going to take you to that next level. That's what's going to get you into very few people that buy from me at this point in the game. I know personally. I can tell you on one hand the amount of people in my state that even buy from me.
Right.
How did I get that reach? By engagement and working it and keeping in front of them with tools like mini chat.
Yeah, it's awesome. Amy, what are your thoughts on using those two together? Why do they synchronize so well?
Well, it's just, it goes back to consistency, really. It goes back to being consistent, and I always say what you're going to do and do what you're going to say. So the engagement's important because people people are distracting. People squirrel. I mean, I think that's society as a whole. I think we're always hello, hello, hello. I mean, that's just society. But I've noticed when I'm posting and I'm engaging, and when I'm using the mini chat to notify, I mean, the customers say to me, I didn't get my notification. What's going on? Right? So you can't really rely on Facebook to notify. Excuse me. That mini chat is a great security to put in place to make sure that your customers are always being notified when you're going live or new releases or however way you use the mini chat in your business.
Yeah, it's amazing. But I mean, you grew because you followed Social Media 101, like, right? That was like,
I mean, yeah, that was a game changer for me because I came into this business not knowing much. I didn't know anything about jewelry. I mean, I have the sales background, but I didn't know anything about the jewelry. I didn't know anything about Facebook. And I remember talking to my husband about it. And I said, this is, we used to always take it to the table. And I said, okay, this is an opportunity that I have. What do you think? And he said, well, are you going to do it? And I said, well, yeah, I'm going to do it. And he said, okay, put your best foot forward. And if we're investing in this business and if this is the next step, then you got to do it. So if you're at that range where it's going to be a benefit to you on every level, then I highly recommend doing it. Like I said, it took my business from a part-time job, hobby part-time job, to a full job, to a thriving less business. Definitely a winner with a chicken dinner.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, if you didn't hear at the beginning, Amy, when we met her, she had 90 Facebook friends, no business page. And now she's doing over $25,000 a month off her business page. And she works that thing. Like it's very exciting. Very, very exciting.
And like I say, it takes work. I run my business 12 to 14 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's just me. That's how I run my business. But you got to put the work in, and it's not going to happen overnight. And I say this often to my team that it just takes a lot of discernment and commitment and consistency.
Right. But the thing is, you've been doing this less than 2 years. Less than 2 years. $25,000 a month in sales. Besides, you have a team. Who goes to school for only 2 years and is making that kind of money in less than 2 years? I mean, to me, that's not very long. I know sometimes when you're trying to do one thing consistently for 30 days, that can feel like forever, those 30 days. But how often do you go, how is it already May? And then we get to Christmas. How did Christmas get here already? And time goes so fast that consistency adds up so quickly. Like, to see what you've done in that short amount of time really is just, it's awesome. And it really be done, right?
Can I just say this too? Because this is so important. I think everybody can relate to this. When my husband passed away and I had to fend for myself financially, fear was my driver. I was fearful, and I put my faith aside, and I was running on fear. Fear got me going. Fear got me running, doing the triathlon. And then I had to remind myself, wait a minute, Amy, you say you're a faith-based person. Where's your faith? And I know, and here's the thing. It doesn't matter what gets you started, as long as you can look in the mirror and know who you're looking at, and try not to lose sight of that. And always remember what your why is. My why has changed 4 times in 2 years. And so your why, I don't know how it is for all of you, but your why is so important. It's so important. Thank you, Michelle, for allowing us to be here. And I really feel like I won the Z already just because I was nominated. So congratulations to all of you ladies. Good luck to you. We'll see you at convention.
Yeah. You're so awesome, Amy. I love it. There was something that I was just going to share about you. Oh, so you were talking about You know, one of the things I tell people all the time is that you don't just wake up one day and the fear went away. Okay. All of us have fear on things, you know, you're talking about, you know, fear is moving you, but some people let fear cripple them instead of move them. And I'm serious, you guys, like, this is an amazing, these are baby steps you'll take that will help you face the next fear and face the next fear, whether it's going live or going live longer or messaging someone or finally offering the business opportunity. Every one of these baby steps, right? We've taken every single one with you. I mean, it's like really cool. And here you are with this team and everything. But my friends, seriously, that social media 101 will help you get over that hump. It helps you face your fears because you're like, okay, I have these skills and I saw a bunch of other people use those skills and it worked. Okay, like I can go try this, but it's scary. We're not saying you're like gonna all of a sudden not have fear. What we're saying is that we're going to help you face the fear, and then it won't be as scary because you faced it. Okay, it doesn't just disappear, right? And then you know, remember your faith, and you remember the other times you faced hard things. So
there's no way there's no way my business would be where it's at today if it wasn't for creative success. And I get emotional when I say this because it's true. What I've learned with these classes, there's no way that I would be where I'm at today if it wasn't for all the tools that you have bestowed upon you and Michelle, you and Ryan and Michelle. So, and I say this to the team all the time, and it's true. These classes work. It's and I always say that it's the good stuff, but it takes work.
It does, yeah. We can teach, but if you don't do it, it doesn't, you know, because you're gonna find someone that says my classes don't work. I don't know anyone that it didn't work, that they did what we taught them to do and enough times in a short amount of time. But yeah, and it's such an honor to get to be part of your journey. It kind of blows my mind that I get to be part of your life. So Christina, where are you moving? What have you done with your life? You get to make this big jump.
Yes, so I have always wanted to move to right outside of New Orleans, but being a teacher, I wasn't licensed there, and they might not have this greatest educational system that I wanted to be a part of. And so I'm so excited. Now I'm not a teacher, so I can go wherever I want to. I have the 100% control. I sold my house. And I am all in. I am moving to Louisiana in July.
Is that amazing? She just picked where she wanted to go. She didn't move there because somebody had a job. She's like,
Louisiana. It's fun. It's a good energy. I love the people. And the food is amazing. There you go. We did have, I think it was Kathy. Kathy, I saw your question, my friend. And here's the deal. About she asked a great question about time, and do you go live all the time? Do you do things all the time at the same time? And the answer is, for me, yes, 100%, because I have those people. Some people will only buy your pictures, right? Some people do your lives, and they'll never claim anything on a picture. They're there for the live. Some people don't have time for that business, right? And so if you do your lives at the same time, whatever time that is, on Mondays and Tuesdays or whatever day it is, and then you post your pictures on the same day, whoever is interested in shopping those things, they'll know when to find you. They'll know when you're posting pictures if that's what they're into. They'll know when to, you're going to go live if that's what they're into. They'll know when you're doing your rapid lives if that's what they're into. So making sure that you're super consistent, like Amy has said, like 500 times, consistency, it's super important.
Love it. Talitha, what are your last thoughts? Why has engagement and understanding algorithms helped your business? Guys, we have a couple spots left. Make sure you get your social media 101. You can find the link. Go ahead, sweetie.
That social media 101, it took me there. It was, like you said, it was potty training. The videos that you created, they're short, they're quick, they're easy. The reminders that you send every day, Sometimes, like life happens and then I get a ping on my cell phone that says it's day 13, go watch this video. And I'm like, oh yes, day 13, I need to go watch this video. Just the basics, like how to invite people to your business page from the groups. Like I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know there was a little down button that I could click and invite all the friends to my groups. I didn't know that. Like just simple things, how to even share from my business page onto the personal page. All of those little things that I didn't know, I learned from your class. So very, very helpful.
Thank you. You guys, there's so many little things that you can do. I kind of joke, like I'm not a video game person. Like I don't get how that funny little guy is running around and there's a mushroom and he's supposed to know to jump up and hit his head on it. And I'm like, like I don't get video games. But to me, Facebook is like the video. It's like, how do you know to click on that to do that? And so much is you don't know what you don't know. And that is like, because people are like, well, you could go YouTube all this. Yeah, if you knew to ask what for it. But you just so often don't know what you don't know. And we know what you need to know. And we package it in this cute little thing, and it's only $147 or 3 payments of $57. So that social media 101 is $147. And then when you buy it tonight, you get the engagement camp. You're going to get 4 months worth. So $157 program for free when you get that. So it's so much fun. And we're going to walk with you and you're going to get to come to Question Queen sessions. It's really, really amazing. So you'll have to send us a message, Valerie, and it depends on how long ago it was, love. Totally depends on how long ago. Did you see any other questions? Any last thoughts from each of you about just, it's interesting, Amy, somebody says, Amy, how are you working your business sales primarily? I mean, it's kind of a broad question. I know you were going live almost every single morning about 7 a.m. I think you've thrown in an afternoon live for fighting for the Z piece, right?
Yeah.
But before that, it was mostly once a day. And then you do your images in the afternoon, like your new releases, right?
Yes.
Is there anything you'd add about
that? Just making sure that you're, when I'm going live every day, to make sure this might sound weird, but this is what's coming to my heart. Make sure that you're prepared and that you're intentional when you're doing your things. Make sure you have everything ready. Make sure you're doing all that good stuff. Like I say, I go live every day, sometimes twice a day. And you just want to and I started doing sets when I first started. Since I'm on my treatment right now, I've had to kind of put the sets on the back burner. Cassettes take a long, doing sets take time. And so, but just make sure that, I started off doing the 4 pieces, putting the necklace, the bracelet, the ring, and the earring on a bust. And that has helped. That helped my sales a lot. That's helped my sales a lot. But always trying to put things together. Women are visual. They want to see things. That helps my sales a lot, is making sure that you're showing everything as one. And most people are going to buy 4 pieces if they see it together. I learned that from the very beginning, from somebody in Paparazzi who I followed very closely.
Yeah, I say all the time, people will buy 4 pieces before they'll buy 1. Because when there's 4, they're like, okay, I got a set. When there's 1, they're like, what am I going to wear this with? Selling those sets. When I see somebody go from a blue necklace to yellow earrings to a pink bracelet, I just like, guys, those sets are super important. Bag your stuff or sort your stuff by color, not by earring, necklace, ring. So important to have things in colors, because if you run out of that bracelet, that brass bracelet, and you got them there, you can just grab another brass bracelet. So color and sets, super, super, super important. You don't need to wait for Fashion Fix to put together a set for them. So yeah, yep. Let's see. So how can I grow my viewers? Go live every day on Facebook, Instagram. Okay, you guys, this is like a major, major, major issue I have with all paparazzi leaders. I'm just going to be like really blunt with you. When you get that challenge to go live every day for 30 days, 90 days, whatever it is, I seriously like get pain. Like, I'm just like, you guys, because going live every day, that's not learning how to use social media correctly. You have to be adding new viewers. Now, Amy has worked very hard to do it all via her business page, but most people add friends and then they share their live to their personal profile, and you find it that way. You've got to be commenting on other people's posts. You've got to be doing posts that just give people things to talk about other than sold. You guys, and plus, if you go live every single day, now I know there's a time and a place for it, especially like, you know, these gals are running for the Z. But my personal opinion is if you don't go live every single day, the days they go live, they're watching for you and it feels more special. If you go every day, you're going to have people that are like, she'll be live tomorrow. Okay. That's just my personal opinion. Most people, especially if they've got really busy kids or have another job, most people really like going live every day. They get burned out and they just kind of get ticked off, right? They just kind of get kind of resentful of their business. So going live consistently X amount of nights or days a week, and then doing your engagement, adding friends and commenting on their post, going live alone for 30 days, most people that doesn't do as much as you hope it will. Okay, you have to have these other pieces. I met a gal, it about made me cry. She had gone live every day for 2 years and was doing $300 in sales a month. And I was like, oh my gosh, because I knew how hard she'd worked, right? So she was making pennies per hour. And it's like, oh girl, and there's so much we can do to help your algorithms. And so please understand, going live every day, if that's the only consistent thing you do, will not build your business. It won't. Okay. So please understand that it needs to be going live and engagement and making other people feel important by commenting on their post and replying to comments. This is so important. And go back and reply to some of the comments on your lives too. Don't just let them sit. Go reply to some of those comments too. So that's really important. Like I said, these gals that are going live every day, I know they're doing the other pieces too. So I'm not saying that don't ever go live every day. I'm saying if that's the only thing you do, that won't give you what you need. Does that make sense, you guys? There's big holes in that plan.
And
would you ladies agree?
Building up to it.
Deidre, we're called consultants because it's our job to educate and to help our customers. That's why doing the set thing works, because they might not know how to wear a macrame necklace. Maybe they've never seen anything like that. Maybe they're only comfortable in little earrings and they don't know what earring to put with their face shape. The biggest thing I can tell you right now that helped me grow outside of my immediate friends and family were my posts and my videos that I did to bring value to my customers. Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. If you're already on Instagram, girl, or you're doing the reels, bring value. Show them for your face shape, wear these earrings. Now you're the expert, and now they're going to come to you for those earrings, right? Show them what necklaces to wear with different necklines. Summer is coming up, girl. Show them what to wear with sundresses or spaghetti straps or whatever. Become that consultant. Become the expert. The reason why we go to Michelle is because she knows what to do with social media, right? You're not going to go to somebody who says that they have an answer if you don't know, if they haven't shown you. If you show them that you are the expert, that you know how to help them with their fashion needs and you have the stuff to help them, they're going to come to you.
Yep. Amen to that. All righty. Talitha, what are your last thoughts, sweetie? Oh, I muted you.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, go ahead.
Consistency. Seriously, people are looking for you and people are watching. They're literally watching for when you're going to come on.
Yep.
You know, when I first started, like my live was supposed to be at 8 o'clock. I was running late. I didn't go live till about 8:20. And literally I had people message me, are you going live tonight? You're not going live tonight? And that taught me, you know what? They're really watching. So don't think that they're not watching. And as far as the posts, keep posting because they see the post. Trust
Yes.
me. They see
Yep.
the post. Mhm.
Yep, super important. All right, let's announce our winner. So thank you for sharing, everybody. Vicky Clary. Vicky Clary, if you're here, please say, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Vicky Clary, congratulations. I got yours for the images.
Nice.
Christina, I'm going to put you down just so I can pop up the link. Then I'm going to pop you right back up. Okay, sweetie. So grab that social media 101, you guys. Seriously, it will change your business. If you've taken it a long time ago, go ahead and buy it again because you're going to get question queen sessions. You're going to get engagement camp, and it's in a totally different area. It's really user friendly. It's so much fun. So Mary, if people aren't commenting on your post, there's a reason why. And Social Media 101 will help you figure it out. Okay. Yay, Elena. Awesome girl. Yay, 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 yay. All right. Can you please tell all these brilliant, amazing, successful, wise women, thank you. If you want more information about ManyChat, please comment #MC. If you haven't yet, make sure that you've commented #bling. That will give you the links to all of these gals' business pages. Please go stalk them. Go see what they're doing smart, okay? Let's see here. Trying to think what other question. Let's see. You got, ladies, thank you so much for your time. You guys,
thank you.
They were not compensated in any way. They volunteered their time, and here they are trying to earn the Z. So it's awesome to have you guys here. So comment #MC if you want more information about ManyChat. We do highly suggest you take Social Media 101 before ManyChat, okay? Highly recommend it. Really recommend it. So grab that if you haven't taken that yet. I hardly know anyone that hasn't taken their business. I have people that have bought it that have doing $10,000 in sales a month. People that bought it were doing $10 in sales. I mean, like, everybody benefits from it. All right. You can send us a message if you have questions. If you've bought it before, send a message to the business page. If you commented #bling and you got a message, that's what you do. You just reply back to that. All righty. All right, my friends. Comment just MC. Comment MC if you're interested in ManyChat. Ladies, good luck with your Z pieces. Oh my goodness. Thank you for your time. Thank you, all of you that joined us. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for your good vibes, you guys. So I've popped the link up for Social Media 101 there, Emma. Just scroll up, or if you click on product options in the message, you'll get it there too. I'll pop it up one more time before we go. This is cute. I'm so excited. I go live every Wednesday night at 8. My customers feel like it's like a TV show and they get their snacks and wait for me. I wear a bling hat and make it fun to remember what pieces I bought. It's so much fun. Cool. I love that.
Nice.
Good job, lady.
That's so cool.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. All righty, my friends. So make sure you've commented #MC, please. #MC with no spaces. #MC if you're interested in information about ManyChat. Again, we highly suggest you're at the 2,000 in sales a month mark. Otherwise, we will tell you emphatically you need to take Social Media 101 first, okay? We will be very blunt. I mean, yes, I could just say everybody needs social media or ManyChat. It's a $447 class. It's a lot more. I could tell everyone they should take that class, but we know what makes sense. Take the $147 class, the Social Media 101, grow it to the 2,000, then come take ManyChat with us. All righty. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Michelle.
I love you story that you visualize being here. I just think that's so cool.
That's
Thank you,
cool.
Christina, for all you do. Amy, much love and health and prayers to you, girl. You're an amazing example of faith. Thank you so much, you ladies. Thank you for sharing
All
your
right,
stories.
take care.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
One more time, here's the social media 101 link. You can click on that. All righty. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have an amazing night. Be sure and get that, and that will get you to your engagement camp. Bye, y'all. Have a good night. Elena, Social Media 101 is 30 videos, and then you get 2 Question Queen sessions. So you come and you get to ask questions, and we'll help you with that. All right? So grab that.